Finally, we have our headline fight. Joshua BUATSI'S takes on Pawel Stepien. Pawel, welcome to the UK. I believe you've got it's translated somewhere. This is the first time you'll have fought outside of Poland. How do you feel that you'll deal with the pressure?
Witam wszystkich bardzo serdecznie. Czuję się dobrze. Dziękuję, że mogę walczyć na tak dużej gali. Jest to dla mnie wielkie wyróżnienie i czekam na sobotnią noc.
Good afternoon and thank you to Boxer and Sky Sports for having me on this big show. I feel very good and happy to be here, and this is the height of my career, and even more happy that I'm on the main event.
How much do you know of Joshua BUATSI'S? What do you see his strengths and weaknesses being going into this fight?
Oglądałem wiele walk Joshua BUATSI'ego, także jest to bardzo dobry bokser. Natomiast nie chciałbym tutaj się wypowiadać o jego dobrych czy złych stronach. Wszystko okaże się w sobotnią noc i cieszę się, że będę mógł z nim rywalizować w walce wieczoru.
Joshua BUATSI'S is a very good fighter. I have watched and studied his fights, and I am happy that I can step in the ring with him on Saturday night and test my skills.
Joshua, Saturday marks the beginning of the next phase of your career. But Pawel is unbeaten, he's stubborn, and he'll be dangerous. How do you ensure that things go smoothly on Saturday?
Firstly, thank you everyone for showing up. Good afternoon to all. Very humble to be on this card, man. There's great talents. The guys that came before us and all of us on this table. Very humble to be on this card, man. Yeah, I'm happy to be back, most importantly. Got Pawel, a good competitor. I think he asked me how do I think I'll handle him. I'm here to win. There's no other language, there's no other thinking process, there's no other thought. The aim here is to win and to look good doing it.
You've been out the ring for 12 months. Some fighters don't believe in ring rust, some do. Do you think that the time out of the ring will change anything?
The results remains the same. Whether I had a year, 10 years, however time I had off, the result remains the same, the goal remains the same, so it's not in my thinking process.
You and Virgil will have no doubt had a look at Pawel and devised a game plan to beat him. What does he do well?
He's a good boxer, representing his country, which I must give credit to. Polish people are tough, you know, they're strong, they're competitive. Boxed a few of them in the amateurs. A strong nation, so I'm sure he'll be strong and tough.
Looking past Saturday night without looking past Saturday night.
Hard to do that, man.
It's hard. But what would your ideal roadmap look like for the rest of 2023? There's no secret about it. You want world honours and you want them on your terms. In an ideal world, what would the future look like?
Have something tangible to show. All of us that went to the Olympic Games or even boxed as amateurs, when you come back from a tournament, you've got something tangible to show people to say, look, I won the fight, here it is. In the professional rankings, we won the belt. I want something tangible to say, guys, I kept on talking about boxing, being a world champion, here's the belt, take a picture of it, take it to your friend, take a picture, bring it back to me. So the aim is to have something tangible in form of a world title to show people.
You're involved in one of the most thrilling light heavyweight divisions that there's been for some years here domestically. Is it important that everybody eventually fights each other? I know you've done your best and you've fought actually some of the main guys, but there are still others out there and still some questions to be answered.
Yeah, I think for me it's important that when we're in our 40s, I want to be able to say, do you know what? See that guy there, I fought him a few years ago. We had a good scrap. There's a good handful of us, so I think it's imperative we all mix it up. I think the public wants to see it, and like I said, I don't want to be 40 and saying, you know what, we should have fought this guy, that guy, and we didn't make it happen. We're all from the same country. Let's make something of it.
It's always respectful with you, but do you have any final messages for Pawel or for the rest of the light heavyweight division?
It's the same. Everyone else outside the ring, I'm going to be cool, calm. I'll speak nicely, but when the bell goes, it's a different look, and everything's on the line. Everything's at stake. Smaller gloves, the lighter brights. The critics are here as well. Not everyone here supporting. The critics are here, so that all creates the atmosphere and you know, the intensity that I want.
Ben, you were over the moon when you signed Joshua.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's get Saturday out the way and then onwards and upwards and start looking at world honours.
I don't think you can look past Saturday. I think Pawel's number 4 in the IBF for a reason. He's worked his way up. He's an unbeaten fighter. It's going to be a tough night, and he's been preparing for a big fight for a lot longer than Joshua. We signed Josh 5-6 weeks ago, and we promised to get him out as quickly as possible. Obviously, Pawel was preparing for the Callum Smith fight. To be honest, just as a boxing fan, I'm excited to see Joshua BUATSI'S back in the ring. He's one of the most exciting, devastating fighters that we have in this country. I can feel the frustration from the lack of activity in the big nights, and we want to give it to him. And Saturday night is the first, hopefully, of many this year. We know the names to come. We know the world titles. We know the big domestic fights as well. But there's a lot of pressure on Joshua. 12 months out the ring, it does affect fighters, and everyone's looking for a statement performance on Saturday. So. Get through Saturday, and then we know what's next. But Saturday is a very, very big night for Mr. BUATSI'S and for us as well.
All right, that is it from us in Birmingham at the presser. Tomorrow we have the weigh-in, and then it's on to fight night, Sky Sports Saturday night. Ooh.